So the club in UAE, I had a friend also in Fujairah.
Okay.
He's in the military.
Oh, okay.
He was my friend, so we used to talk.
Okay.
And then I started asking him, do you know any club over there? I want to play. I know how to play. And he asked my football license. I showed him.
Okay.
So he went straight to that club because he knows somebody there and tell them, I have a friend from Cameroon, he knows how to play, blah, blah, blah. So they called me for a trial and I went.
All right.
I left from Qatar, I came here.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start this question from after you were not chosen.
Okay.
All right. So can you share your personal experience? Because I know for sure maybe when you were not chosen and you saw that UAE is a place where you can start life, how did you maneuver?
I'll pick up the chunks from the, the beatings and take my bag. I could not afford a thing. There was a day I got stuck in Dubai. I did not have transport fare.
Oh my God.
I slept in
You slept in Union.
So without wasting time, I opened my boxes because I told you I came just with few pieces of dresses and I start selling.
I passed through a lot of difficult times emotionally. The fact because of the time I wanted to commit suicide.
So I actually sent 3 million CF francs. Yes. And they made me a 1-month visa.
I applied a lot. If you know what 8 months look like.
I've been for 17 years, my dear, without a job. Yes, right.
So as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others the permission to do the same.
In the master degrees program for sports, there are a lot of subjects you need to do.
Okay.
Like you need to do sponsorship, you need to do event planning, sport event planning. You need to know about the ethics, professionalism, a lot.
Things, yeah.
So a lot of courses you need to do in order to become like anything in sports.
All right. So
can
you just name some of the courses if you know it offhand?
Well, we studied academic development.
Okay.
So the sponsorship and partnership.
Okay.
We study the history of sports.
Okay.
How it started, how it evolved,
okay,
and how it can possibly become in future.
Okay.
And a lot of courses.
All right.
More than 14 courses we did.
And certifications, okay.
Yeah, but so, it sums up only to one certificate, which is Master Degree in Sport Business.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I have a golden question for you. Should FIFA come into the UAE, since you are a sport consultant, based on your skills, your education, and your experience, how much do you believe you are worth in the UAE job market in terms of cash as a sport consultant? If FIFA should come to the UAE?
Well, first of all, you have to know what is FIFA.
Okay.
I
know FIFA like as a football federation, international football federation. Yeah.
So if I'll tell you about the football pyramid. So in the football pyramid, there is FIFA, there is UEFA, and there are continental federations, and then there are clubs.
Okay.
So FIFA's at the top. It controls everything about sports.
Okay.
And the UEFA's and they control their continental, like you see Cameroon Federation, CAF is controlling them. So it's a pyramid that it's already there. You can just look for what is not yet, for example, like me, I'm focusing on the semi-professionals because there are more than 50 million semi-professionals who are just idle. They don't have a pathway to become pros.
Okay.
So I've just identified a problem.
Okay.
And I'm trying to solve the problem. And in future, I'm even planning to open like international federation for semi-professional and amateurs.
Oh, okay.
That's my plan. This is my vision for 2030.
Okay.
And I'm planning to partner with FIFA.
All right.
Because FIFA wants to support sports to be everywhere.
Okay.
So when that time reaches, I'll partner with them for sure.
You've not still had my question.
I'm still going there.
Okay.
You were asking my worth.
Your worth.
I don't believe
Figures.
in working.
Okay.
I believe in, in creating.
Okay.
No one can pay my worth. Only me can pay my worth. I don't believe in working.
All right.
I believe in creating jobs
All right.
for others to work.
Okay.
And my worth cannot be estimated by monetary values.
All right. So,
Yeah.
should you have to work? Let's put it the other way.
Should I have to work?
Yes. What's going to be your worth?
Should I have to work? I will never work.
You will never
I
have to
will
work.
rather partner.
Okay. Should you have to partner?
Should I have to partner? I will not be partnering with one person. I'll be partnering here, maybe just for the meantime.
Okay.
But I have a lot of things that I'm already working on that
Okay.
will not permit me to work.
Okay.
Yeah, this to be honest. I'm into tech, I'm into sports. The tech part of it, I'm developing like a concept that
Okay.
that's going to blow your mind or to blow the mind of everyone.
Okay.
And I'll be releasing it by the second half of this year.
Okay.
It's a platform or a mobile app, or let me say a platform that's going to revolutionize the real estate, because from my facility management experience
Okay.
and what I know, I've identified challenges there which I want to put a permanent solution.
Oh, okay.
So it's also one of my projects called Propify, which is a platform that will bring all real estate stakeholders
Okay.
together
Oh, okay.
to facilitate, but my focus is Africa.
Okay.
I'm going to revolutionize the real estate sector for Africa,
Okay.
because Africa is still an untapped market,
Okay.
and the urbanization rate is increasing.
Okay.
So I like I said, the reason why I would not work, because I don't have the working mindset. I have the mindset of identifying problems and solving them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I read the book Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
If you know that book,
Yeah.
it teaches you not to work. It teaches you
Yeah.
how to think and grow rich.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to the next question. Having lived in Dubai for 10 years, what valuable lessons have you learned about yourself? 2, about people, and 3, about life.
Okay, so the lessons I've learned about myself is that everything is possible.
Okay.
You just need to have a proper plan,
Okay.
because life itself is like a project.
Okay.
If you want a project to work, you have to plan the project. You have to put all the control measures, and you have to have a vision of where you're going.
Yeah.
Without that, the project will fail. So I have learned that I can do everything if I plan it well. It will definitely work.
Okay.
And about the people, I have noticed that a lot of people do not even know where they are going to. That's why they fail, and that's why they complain.
Okay.
Now, let's take, for example, an average person out there who's complaining that
Okay.
Dubai is not good, this and that, this and that. Of course, you know that to get anything, you need to give something.
Definitely.
So what do you have
To give.
If you have nothing to give, then expect nothing. And some people also think that if I go to USA, I'll become more better, blah, 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 blah. Okay, go to USA, let's see. If you have no plan, no vision, and nothing to give USA, you will remain the same.
Definitely.
So every country is almost the same,
Yeah.
but the only question is, what can you give?
Yeah. What do you have to give?
What do you have to offer? If you have something to offer, definitely you will have something.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I've understood about the people. Your next question was?
About life.
About life? Okay, life, for me, I see life differently.
Okay.
I see life very differently. Yeah. So, life is very simple for me if you plan. If you don't plan life, it becomes very difficult.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, a plane that's leaving from here to Cameroon.
Okay.
Do you think the plane just sit and say, let me leave from here to Cameroon?
Of course not.
There is planning.
Yeah.
There is checking of the fuel, checking of the engine, checking of every single thing to make sure it leaves from here to Cameroon safely. And before it leaves from here to Cameroon, it must have a purpose. So, what's your purpose? What's your vision?
Definitely.
If you cannot answer these questions, life becomes very miserable.
Definitely.
So I have my purpose, I have my focus, I have my vision, I have my core values, and there is no way I can associate myself in anything that does not align with my core values. Like you see people go and drink here. I've never been to Enenganda, not even once.
Okay.
To go and drink for what? I will buy and drink in my home. Because these are not the kind of places my vision or my core values permit me to go.
Definitely.
So when you know where you're going, you know how to maneuver. Yeah.
Okay.
And I hear a lot of people complaining of challenges, this, that. But I've never really faced this kind of challenges. Yeah. Not actually.
Okay, so let's get to the next question. What does success mean to you?
Success means having a vision, having a mission, having your core values, and achieving your purpose.
Okay.
Then the mission becomes successful.
Okay, so
that's what success is all about.
With your definition, because success means different things to different people.
To many people.
Yes.
But this is what success means to me.
So with your definition of success, would you or do you consider yourself successful?
I consider myself successful even when I'm losing, because unlike other people who get so angry, so depressed when they are losing, I am very happy when I'm losing also, because it tells me that something's wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
I never see myself losing at any time. Whether I'm losing or winning, I consider myself successful, so long as I'm breathing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so some people will say they were focused, some people will say they were very intentional, some people will say, oh, my family was my drive. So what are your own criteria that made you to be successful?
Well, everything begins from the mindset. Yeah. Even to become rich, you need to think rich.
Yeah.
I don't depend on any particular thing as my drive, because what if that thing is no more there? My drive is inbuilt, and it's attached to the vision I've set for myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't depend on anything to push forward. Yeah. Only my vision, what I want to become, and the targets I've set for myself. That is my drive. Because see, a lot of people fail because they don't even have targets also. If you want to have maybe 1,000, you need to know by when you should have it. That pushes you to want to have it at that time. But if you don't have a timeline, you keep on delaying, and you think you have time.
Definitely.
So I always put targets. Targets are my drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Short term or long term?
I have long term, short term, and mid term plans in everything I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I don't do anything without planning.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do you think your journey to success would have been different if you went to other nations or other continents? With some people from Cameroon, they think success is country-based. Oh, if I go to the US, I'll be better. If I would have gone to the UK, I'll be better. If Finland is this, Switzerland is this. They always think that the middle is the worst of the places, is for people who are no-do-wells. So do you think maybe your life would have been way better if you were not here?
Like I said before, wherever you go does not matter. What matters is who you are, to what you can do and what you can give. Because without giving something, you cannot get anything. And I believe that my life will still be what it is wherever I go.
Okay.
Because I'm not regretting
Okay.
anything. Whatever I'm doing now is what I plan
Okay.
to do.
All right.
So regardless of where I would have been, I'll still be doing the same thing. So for me, success is not tied to where you are. It's tied to your mindset. Yeah. So if people change their mindset, they can see the future more brighter.
Okay. So let's discuss the cost of living in Dubai and United Arab Emirates, because it has a lot of drag and talk of people. People saying it's expensive, some people say it's reasonable, some people say it's affordable. So how would you describe the cost of living here? Is it expensive, reasonable, or affordable?
Well, it depends on which area you're living. If you're living in Ajman, of course the cost will be low. If you're living in Dubai, maybe Jumeirah, the cost will be high. So it just depends on where you're living. And the good thing is you can control the cost.
Okay.
If you feel that the cost in Jumeirah is high, you go to where it's affordable for you.
Okay.
But in general terms, the cost of living here is high.
Okay.
But the standard of living is good.
All right. So what makes it high in your own opinion?
Because the housing is costly.
Is rent.
And a lot of people cannot afford. Yes. So for me, that's why I think it's high.
All right. So do you think that this standards of living, the cost of living, is due to people's choices? Because from the start you said it's where you want to stay that could make it very expensive. Because if you're earning, for example, 5K, there's no reason for you to go to own, for example, to own a partition in Palm Jumeirah, which is going to cost 5K.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Of which you can get a good, nice studio in maybe Rashidia or probably International City
And it's
for
cheaper.
two. So do you think it's people's choices that
Of course,
makes it
it's
expensive?
people's choices.
Okay.
Do you know why? Before, I used to live in a 3-bedroom with my family.
Okay.
And I used to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
But if my income shrinks, I go to 1-bedroom.
Okay.
If it's improved, I go to 2, I go to 3. So it's people's choices.
Yeah.
If my income is good, I go where I want.
Yeah.
If it shrinks, I go down.
Okay.
Everyone can, people can control their cost of living.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about saving.
What?
Saving money.
Okay, yeah.
So let's talk about saving money. Is it difficult to save while living in Dubai?
Everything depends on the mindset. Like I always say, whether you're in UK, in Canada, in UAE, saving comes from your mind. It's not something that depends on where you are.
Yeah.
It's a mindset game. Now let's assume that you want to build a house. You're going to save toward that house.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you don't have any project, you will not spend. You will not save. Yeah. So for me, it's not I cannot give a general answer. It depends on everyone's mindset, how they think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right, so where is the best place to save? Is it UAE or home country? Because your people are caught in between transporting money at home. Like they just take their salary. I know some people who take their salary and just transport it back at home, and then they stand in Dubai, borrow from here, borrow from there, borrow from here, and start paying other people back in peanuts because they just want to keep their money. They don't want to touch their money.
So personally, I don't save my money.
Okay.
I put my money in projects.
Okay.
That's where I do my savings.
Okay.
I design projects. I put my money there. This is how I save.
Okay.
Yeah, I can have like multiple projects. I save here. So if these projects develop, it gives me more money.
Okay.
But some people think that to save is to build a house back home, and me, this is not the way I save.
Okay.
If you give me money now, I'll never build a house back home. for rent. Because let's assume you spend 100 million
Okay.
to build a hostels back home
Okay.
and to put people for rent. How many years are you going to take to realize that
The
money?
100 million. Yeah.
And there are also depreciations, you know, the glasses will be broken, you need to do painting, you need to...
The level of depreciation is alarming.
You understand? So for me,
Yeah.
that's bad investment.
Yeah.
But for some people, that's good investment.
Yeah. That's why I will cut you short. You go to Boya and you see those hostels, they are rotten because the landlords are so greedy. They only want to see it appreciating all the time, taking, they don't have the foresight that, okay, halt, let me renovate this.
Exactly.
Cameroon don't have facility management in mind at all.
That's why I'm putting a solution for that, for Africa, not only Cameroon.
Like, seriously, it's not good, honestly. I don't know. All right, let's not go down that road. All right, so what key money lessons have you learned from living in Dubai?
Key money lessons?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean key lessons.
All right, key money lessons, because sometimes some people say, I've learned not to borrow my money in Dubai because I borrowed before and something. Some people say, I've learned just to only save because this. Like, what are the key money lessons you've learned living in Dubai?
Okay, so lesson number one, if you want to borrow money, it should be money that you're ready to lose.
Okay.
Because you'll never get back the money when you won.
Definitely.
That's one lesson I've learned. Like right now, as I sit here, people owe me more than 200,000 dirhams.
What?
Dirhams.
200,000 dirhams.
More than.
How did you
maybe 300.
How did you give
Either
them
they
such
stay in my
funds?
place and do not pay.
Okay.
Either they ask for favor and I give them and they do not pay.
Okay.
That's how it has been.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of money. Okay. The second lesson?
The money lesson number two, money does not grow when you save.
Yeah.
Money grows when you actually do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people feel that if I save my money, I am going to get more money. You know, they're actually giving their money to the bank to keep making business.
Definitely.
So I advise people to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's the book that completely changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
And I don't save, like I said. I just put my money in projects and see it grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's get to talk about the passport factor. I usually call it the passport brouhaha because when West Africans said, people from your country, Nigeria, Cameroon, and the rest, when they see it, it's always about, I cannot do this job because my passport doesn't allow me. I can't really tap into having those 5-figure salaries because my passport doesn't really allow me. So do you believe the passport type you hold impacts the kind of job and salaries you have in the United Arab Emirates?
Well, to an extent, I can say there is some sort of discrimination.
Okay.
Because, just to take you back, the reason why I resigned from safety is because I used to work and people that were almost like me were earning more than me because they were from other countries.
Okay.
So that discrimination's there.
Okay. Can I cut you and ask a question?
Okay.
When they gave you your offer as safety, the first offer, is that what you signed or did you try to bargain?
No, I will never bargain. I will never sign what is not up to my standard.
Okay.
Because I don't go to a job in a miserable mode.
Okay.
I go to a job as who can do that job, and I talk what's supposed to be said. If my salary is like this, I tell you this is what I want.
Okay.
If it's okay by you, we can go. If it's not okay, I will move.
Okay. Was the company a multinational?
Yeah, it was a multinational company.
Okay. All right.
It was a very big company.
Okay.
Yeah, so the company has been for 100 years.
Okay.
It was not a small company.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people face issues because they're afraid to lose offers.
Okay.
When you're not having a choice, of course, you can accept anything.
Okay.
But I don't allow that to be my case.
Okay.
When I go for interview, I evaluate the roles and responsibilities I'll be performing. I'm going to, I'm going to tell them what I deserve,
What you want.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're talking about, yes, the passport.
So there's some discrimination, that's for sure. But there's always a way for everything.
All right. So do you think all the companies do that, or some particular companies?
It depends on the management.
Okay.
Every company has different management with different mindsets. Some are discriminatory, some are not. And most companies do have anti-discrimination policies nowadays. So I think passport issue is not a big deal.
It's not prevalent like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. But then if I tell you that if you should dash me a US passport, I will not take it. Do you believe?
I believe
Some
so.
people want US passports.
Yeah,
but
they're
they
dying for it.
don't know what
It comes with it.
it come with tax.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter where you stay, you
Yeah.
pay tax to the US government.
Yeah, definitely. It comes with tax. You're right. All right. So, as an African professional, what challenges have you faced while working in United Arab Emirates?
The only challenge I face from my own people, like my own people, will always put you down
Okay.
to be at the top. So this is the only challenge I face. I've worked with people whom I entrusted everything to them.
Okay.
Like I entrusted some key roles to them when I'm away or busy doing other things, and then they open the same company, which is not a problem to me, but you should inform me so that I put someone else before you do that.
Yeah.
So I've had that challenge.
Okay.
Or challenges where there's dishonesty and we get lost a lot of money.
Okay.
Or a lot of challenges, but the major challenges I've had in UAE is from the black people.
Okay.
Yeah.
They always want to put their brothers and sisters down.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't encourage. They want to be the only people going up and to push the other people down.
Okay. This boils down to another question. You've been here 10 years. In these 10 years, was there a moment when you thought you made a mistake coming here?
Because like I said, I have plans for everything.
Okay.
And the funniest thing is, for 10 years, I didn't go back to Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah. If I want to go somewhere, maybe Qatar, maybe Rwanda, maybe neighboring countries, just come back.
Okay.
If I want to see my mother, I bring her here.
Okay.
If I want to see my siblings, by the way, my siblings are all here.
Okay.
So, like I said, I do things differently.
Okay.
If I want to bring all my siblings here, I will bring one only.
Okay.
I don't take the headache of everyone.
Okay.
I take the headache of one person and let that person take the headache of another person, and the chain continues.
Okay.
That way, I don't spend a lot of money on other people and leave myself.
Okay.
I spend on one person and let the person, and the chain continues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's giving you guys a very good tactic if you actually want to, because there are people who want to carry the whole family on their head.
Yeah.
You carry them, but you forget about yourself. And if you go down, they'll just forget about you, okay? Right, so let's get to the last question, actually. What are the key issues affecting Africans in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates? What I want you to do is you can pick up one or two things that are actually affecting Africans here, and you give us solutions.
Okay, so, Dubai or the Middle East have almost free visa.
Okay.
Like everyone can come.
Definitely.
That's the first problem. When everyone can come.
So you don't want everyone to come?
No, I don't. I have no issues if everyone should come. This is not my country. I'm not stopping anyone from coming.
Okay.
So everyone should come. But what are you coming to do? So a lot of people come here without knowing what to do.
Okay.
without having any skills.
Okay.
And when they are here, it's a problem. You know, they're facing challenges.
Okay.
Because I cannot give you a CEO job if you're not qualified.
Definitely.
I cannot even give you cleaner job if you're not qualified.
Definitely.
So a lot of people come here without skills, without qualifications, but they want to earn. And they want to do comparison with those that have.
Yeah.
And secondly, some people come here 1 year, they want to be like people who are 10 years.
Yes.
So these are the problems Africans are facing.
Definitely.
And the only solution is to be skilled at something. Know how to do something.
Definitely.
Before you come here. Otherwise, you're coming to suffer.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Would you recommend moving to the UAE to anybody?
Well, since I lost money for visa, I've never done visa.
Okay.
And if somebody tells me they want to come here, I will ask them, are you sure this way you want to come?
Okay.
What are you coming to do? And if they answer the questions, I say, okay, you're welcome. They say, do visa for me. I say, no, sorry, I don't do visas.
Okay.
You can do visa somewhere else. If you want me to assist you in anything, I'm willing to do it. But visas, I don't do. I'm not the one encouraging you to come. If you're coming on your own.
Yeah.
I don't encourage people to do anything. People should do things they have planned for. If you tell me you want to do something, I will ask you too many questions. Have you planned? Where is your plan? How is this going to help you? How is it going to help the society?
Okay.
If you don't give me your answers, I'll never be part of your plan.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just say good luck. Because I know you will fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How would you describe the United Arab Emirates in 3 words?
Well, United Arab Emirates is good.
Okay.
It's a good place.
Okay.
There is security.
Okay.
And there is patriotism.
Okay.
The people here, the people that own this place, they love their place.
Yeah, definitely.
And I really, that's the part I like so much. They will not allow you to come and do any drama here. Yeah, you cannot.
Definitely.
And they are investing in their place.
Yeah.
You see, they are investing in everything, the roads, the technology, everything they are investing. So I really admire the way this place is being developed. And I wish Cameroon or Africa could be like this. But unfortunately, it is the way it is.
Okay. So what advice would you give those struggling in the United Arab Emirates, especially people from the African descent, from West Africa?
Well, like I said, if you don't plan, you will struggle.
Okay.
So my advice to them is to search for their passions.
Okay.
What's your passion?
Okay.
What's your passion?
Okay.
Search for your passion and try to develop, something related to your passion. For example, if you like cooking, why not become a cook and open a restaurant? If you're maybe an entrepreneur, look at the problems that are affecting the world and try to put some solutions, then struggles will end.
Okay.
Yeah. If everyone has a vision of their lives, have a vision and mission and know where they are going to, I can assure you nobody will struggle. People struggle because of lack of vision. They don't know where they are going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to tell us, let's see if 10 years in the UAE has actually gone through you. All right. So you just have to give us 3 words in Arabic and tell us what they mean in English language.
To be honest, I don't know Arabic. And I don't know Arabic, to be honest.
Okay, so even the basics, like
salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum is everything. It's like you know it right from Cameroon.
Yeah.
Like that is not Arabic. It's just like normal Islam. Yeah.
Islam. Well, to be honest, I don't know Arabic.
What about Habibi?
Habibi, I know Habibi.
Yeah. What about Shukran?
Thank you.
Ma salam.
I don't know.
Okay. It's okay.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Small words I know.
That's why I'm saying words. I didn't say phrase. I said words.
Okay.
Yeah, I said words.
Well, I know very few.
Can you just name 3, please?
like shukran.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And mashallah.
Okay.
Means maybe okay.
Okay.
And then inshallah.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So on the last and final one, can you give a message of appreciation to the rulers of the United Arab Emirates, because they've done well, honestly?
Yeah. So like I said, there is a lot of patriotism for the country from their people, you know. And yeah, of course, why not give them a shout out? They are doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
And taking care of their infrastructures, taking care of their citizens, because they will not take care of us. We are not their citizens.
Definitely.
The only thing they can give us the security, which they are giving. So I do not expect much from them as a non-citizen. All I expect is the security and opportunities, and of course, I appreciate UAE.
Okay.
They are very visionary, because a nation without a vision is a problem.
Definitely.
You see, they have vision 2030, 2050.
2031,
but does Cameroon have?
They said 2035, yeah. So
2035, I don't even know the vision. I have not seen any milestones. I have not seen any progress. So a country without a vision is a dead country. People suffer.
Yeah. All right, so any last word, like what you do if you're into business, if you're helping professional footballers, as you've said earlier? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm into sports and I'm planning to develop sports.
Okay.
I've entered into contracts with so many UK, USA companies.
Okay.
And maybe by March, I will start working with them to do, like, they're into tours.
Okay.
I'll be helping teams from here to go and play football in UK, in USA. And I'll be helping the semi-professionals to get visible.
So if, for example, I have someone right now who is a struggling footballer, he's talented in football,
I can help them.
you can help them?
Yeah, both male and females. I have partners that are developing, their works to they are football agents. FIFA football agents. They are developing females and males to get exposure, to get the opportunities, especially if they are very talented.
Okay.
I can help them out and
they get placement somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so you heard him. He helps footballers, especially the grassroots ones. So if you're that person that is talented and gifted in football, and you actually looking for where to kickstart your career to be a professional footballer, then you can get in contact with him. See, I'm going to put his details in the description box, so you can get in contact with him by mail or by mobile, and you go talk to him. He may help you. Okay, so right now I had an amazing and knowledgeable discussion with this amazing person here, Mr. Jeanclaude Mbaku, and thank you so much, guys, for joining, and stay tuned to GC content, because I'll be bringing you more. And if you're still shacking up with me, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe, join my community so you get notifications, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you so much for always remaining with me, watching me to the end. Bye bye and have a good day.